the review.
Okay, great.
Okay. Hi, Sue.
Hi, is that Trinity?
Yes.
Hello.
So, I'm starting the screen share, please. So the first one is the task ELT 1900. As an admin, I need the fairy tales copy updated to improve user experience. So here are the bullet points which we have changed as per the description.
Yeah.
So this is it here. So the next task is ELT 1788. As an admin, I need the available April 2018 copy removed so that it's up to date. So
Yeah.
this is to remove the last line from the titles which has available from April. As you
No,
can
that's fine. I think I checked that one. Thank you.
okay, see. The next task is ELT 1899. As an admin, I need Dr. Jekyll updated so that it does not appear in Doctor Who searches. So as you can see here, the Dr. Jekyll is removed. So we updated the description for the Dr. Jekyll. So it will not come in the search result page of Doctor Who search.
Okay, and how many titles do you get in that search? Just checking. Just scroll down for me. So you've got
12 titles.
and they're all Doctor Who ones.
Are you?
Are they all Doctor Who ones? Could you just scroll down for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good.
So the next task is ELT 1903. As an admin, I need the download button fixed so that the resources are downloadable. So this is to fix an issue with the ELT section. So before that, Unit 10 download button was disabled, so user cannot be able to download. So now we fixed it. So user can be able to download the Unit 10 also now.
Why was that? What was the reason?
The count number was missing, so that the download button was disabled. It is not taking that action, so that's why we have updated the count number, so it is
actually as per the functionality we need to map each and every audio the unique number. So in one place the unique number was missing, that's why it was not downloadable. So now we have just put the unique number, so now it's working fine.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So the next user story ELT 1902. As an admin, I need the catalog page. I need resources added to catalog pages so that they are up to date. Just to add the missing teacher resources and audio assets to the titles. So I have added both the teacher resources and audio to the pages.
Google.com. Parent type.
No, it will download now. It is asking for a form. So do you want me to download it and show?
No, that's fine. Thank you for that. That's fine.
Okay, sir. So the next user story 1905 is for all the tasks that is included as a story. And the last one is ELT 1910. As a web manager, I want expert Cambridge migrated to PEP. So as you can see here, we have implemented the expert Cambridge, and it has 3 levels: first, advanced, and proficiency. And first includes course book and student resource book. So inside course book, it contains audio resources. So as you can see here, it totally contains 35 audios. So user can play.
You want me to mute?
No, it will.
Okay.
Exit. Down button.
So user can play and download the audio. As like this, we have implemented student resource book. We have implemented around 200 audios for the all 3 levels.
Yeah. And you had to migrate the audios to the Backlog storage first.
Yes, you.
Is that right?
Yes, we have to download it from the S3 bucket and manually upload it to PEP block storage. We have created a separate storage folder for us, and we are using prot storage, right? Prot storage as a main URL, and we are giving the relative.
English. We have created a separate path under the broad storage, and we are maintaining.
We are linking the assets from PEP block storage only.
So is the status now that you have all of the files are in block storage for every product?
Not for every product, only for this product we have it now.
Okay. So how long did it take to transfer 200 files to PEP storage and then create the folder structure?
For uploading alone, it will take 1 day. for assets, and then we have to implement it separately.
Linking, you mean?
Yes.
Only for
So 2 days or 1.5 days?
So in total,
In total, so with the migrating to PEP blob storage and the creating of the folder structure, what was the total for this item?
I think we have a POC for.
Actually, we have a POC story for that one shoe. So migrating all the assets from S3 to blob. So we have already discussed with the DevOps person. So there is no direct option to migrate all the assets from S3 to blob storage. So the only possible solution is we need to manually download all the asset files from S3. Then we need to re-upload all the files to the blob storage. So this sprint we have just completed only for the folder structure, and we are just created a new folder under for English.com, and we have uploaded only for the expert Cambridge audio for this sprint. And for the next sprint onwards, we need to do this manually, but we are not sure about the time because we could not able to get the entire audio file size and the total number of audios from S3. So we can get the audio count and audio file size inside a one particular folder, but we are maintaining lot of folders in S3 bucket, so we can't able to get the total number of audio files and the size. But I guess the size would be around 500 GB. So we are not sure about this one. And for the same time, we are getting the PSN ELD assets. So we thought that we are going to implement only for the English.com assets, but we are getting the PSN ELD assets too. I think if we migrate everything for next sprint, then we need to upload the PSN ELD assets also in each and every sprint. I think it would be a double work for us. So we thought that for each and every single sprint, so we can upload the
whatever products we are going to pick it up in the sprint,
Yes.
so the corresponding assets can be uploaded at the same
Yes,
time.
for
So-
both the English.com and PSN
So when we take a
assets.
product, the assets and everything will be completely migrated.
Yes.
Instead of migrating the assets separately and then working on it, we will work on a product basis.
Yes.
Is that plan fine with you, Sue?
Yes, that plan's absolutely fine. You're going to do them one by one, rather
Yeah.
than in bulk. And
Yeah.
will you be able to tell how long it takes to do one product? The reason,
Sue,
the reason I'm asking is because our boss, Pedro, is asking when the delivery will be for this project. So when will all of the items be migrated over to PEP? And that's the responsibility is shared between myself, the product managers, because they've got to put the structures together, and you guys. So between the three of us, I wanted to see whether we could get to a stage where we could say all student resources and teacher resources will be migrated by this point. You see what I mean?
that is for the test server. So you can proceed with informing her.
So actually, we can't estimate the time based on the product. We can estimate the time based on the assets count, because all the 22 products we have completed in 3 years. Actually, past 3 years we have done each one by one in each and every single sprint. So usually we'll take the assets. Usually we'll take the stories based on the assets counts, and one point we can take 50 assets per 1 point in the 50 assets per 1 point, including the uploading the asset files and creating the structure and generate the output. So this is the process we are doing for 3 years. So we can do with the same process. And the second thing is we are getting the PSN ELT assets too. So actually we have PSN ELT assets only for the expert Cambridge, and we are not aware of the upcoming sprint assets for PSN ELT, for example other products. So we are not we can't.
Yeah, they don't all have Pearson ELT assets.
Sorry, Sue, could you please repeat?
Not all the products have
Okay.
Pearson ELT assets in them.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get the Pearson ELT assets for some of the products. So we can do it based on the assets count show, because we two developers in this team and one UI developer, and we can pull in the UI developer too. So
Okay.
whatever the velocity we have, so based on the velocity we can take the audios
Okay.
for all
So
the
Okay. I think I understand. So what you're saying is the majority of the work involved is in moving the assets manually from the SW3 bucket to PEP blob storage.
yes.
And because you're used to doing that for English.com, you tend to think of it as 50 assets is 1 point, and the same sort of thing might be the same for this work as well. Yes, is that
Yes.
what we're saying? Yeah. Okay. And so if you can see ahead of time the products that I'm putting into the sprint, you can see, you'll be able to gauge how many assets there are. Yeah.
how many assets?
So what I'm saying is, if I put the product structure for the next products into this coming sprint, so I think I've created stories for 5 products, and I've got 5 spreadsheets to upload to each story, and hopefully the spreadsheet will give you the scope of the item so that you'll be able to estimate it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll come to this on Thursday probably.
Sure, Sue.
Yeah.
So once we have
Okay.
the assets
And the other thing is, of course, that you need images.
The images.
Yes, you. So far now we do not have images for this folder audio or anything, and we need an image for expert Cambridge, the product structure. Without that, we cannot able to create a product itself in product configuration. So for now, I have put a image from our blog for a sample, as a sample image. So we need the images to create a product in PEP.
So, but can you show me the sample one?
Yeah. As you see here, I have put a sample image from the blog. Without image URL, we cannot create the product.
Yes, this is a
itself.
mandatory field.
Yes.
Oh, it's a mandatory field. Okay. So before you start a product, you need the images.
Yes.
And so, what's the size of the image that you need? What's the pixel size?
We don't have the fixed size for the icon, but any size is okay for us. So it is accepting all the size images.
Okay. So what do you need for Cambridge, Expert Cambridge? Do you need are there individual images per product, or are some of the images repeated icon type images?
1 second, Sue. We'll look on to any sample product. We do not have access to this. For every folder, they have images, but we do not have any image in our course structure. So this is the sample one suite.
Okay.
For each and every track, we do not need images, I guess. At least for folder structure.
Yeah, actually, just Srinidhi trying to say, so she need the images for the first advanced and proficiency, and inside the first we have two categories. One is course book and another one is students resource book. So we need the images for all the sections. We don't need the images for audio, video. I mean, we don't need images for assets. So like the audio, the track 1, track 2, everything is the asset file. So we don't need the images for this one. But for the categories and levels and everything, we need assets. So it is not mandatory, but if you put the asset, and it will be looking like good.
Okay, so I'll talk to Dean and Richard about that.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Can I see the beginning? Can I see the first screen of Expert Cambridge?
This is the first page, sir. This is the first page, sir. This is the front of class, which has all the levels inside it.
Where is can you go back a level so I can see somebody picking Expert Cambridge?
Go back to one back to level.
Usually we used to hit the URL from here.
Process. And this is the root folder for Expert.
Then this page will come, which has the levels, sir.
You have it. You can't show me the initial level of Expert Cambridge.
Expert Cambridge. Expert Cambridge.
Individual levels means you are asking the subfolders inside each level.
No, I was the header page for Expert Cambridge. If the teacher clicks Expert Cambridge, what will they see at the moment?
Parent page.
So far, this is the parent page view. After we publish the product, it will list here. So we.
Okay, yeah. So you haven't published it yet.
We have published this view. That's why it is listing in the product configuration page. So it is listed as a product. So if you click the resources, it will go to the resources. It will go to the Expert Cambridge page.
Okay. All right, thank you. So you need a picture of Expert Cambridge. You need 3 images for first, advanced, and proficiency, and you need 2 images for course book and student resource book.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, sir.
And one more suggestion from our end. So actually, as of now, we are publishing all the courses directly in production server. I think it is not a good practice. So if we have the test server, first initially we'll just create the entire products in test server. Once everything is tested and everything is working from as expected, then we'll just move the JSON from test server to production server. Then we'll publish the particular activity and resources and everything. So it would be grateful if we get a test server for this one. And second suggestion is actually we have the common user access for the production server. So it would be better if we get a separate credential for only for marketing team. So that nobody can able to access our thing, because already a lot of users are creating lot of resources.
So many products are listed there.
So many products are listed there, and everybody can able to access the particular folder. And it would be better if we get a separate credential for this dashboard.
So Balaji, Kalpana, you guys you need to write up your concerns and requirements in an email to Dean,
Okay.
and copy in Richard and myself, and we'll discuss it in our next catch up. Dean's been on holiday last week. He's on holiday still until next Monday. I think it's best to let's not put the Expert Cambridge product live. Let's just leave it unpublished for the moment.
Okay, sure.
We don't have the images and we don't have his view of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Sue.
Okay.
So that's all with review.
Yes.
Oh, you were still sorry.
I'll stop sharing my screen.
Okay, I'll start my screen sharing. So the next story is ELT 1897. As a developer, I need to migrate all the block feeds API data to WordPress and React.js so that we can avoid bugs and dependency from English.com. So we have completed both the API services and iframe services for this sprint. And first, I'll show the API services demo. So last sprint, we have completed the API services only for the printing the latest block feeds. So this API services we have completed in last sprint. So it will provide the latest in block feeds, and we can filter the block feeds with using the counts. For example, if we put the per page 2 or 3, and based on the count, it will show the number of blocks in this page as a JSON format. So this is we have completed in last sprint, and this sprint we have completed the categories, tags, and users.
Excellent.
So this is the categories. So it will listed out all the categories in English.com blog. So we can see the categories ID number. So each and every single ID number is unique, and it is representing each and every single category. So with using this one, and so the only thing is we need to pass the category ID. So based on the ID, so it will give the results, latest block feed for the categories, particular categories. So we can change the categories, all the categories. For example, this category is for 305, or if you want to use this category 381, the category name is adult learner. So the adult learner number is 281. So we can easily able to switch. So based on the ID number, it will give the results. So this is categories. So same thing, we can use the same query string for tags too.
Okay.
So it will,
that allows us to pull all the categories for adult learner into a particular feed.
yes.
Okay,
So-
great.
Yes, correct, Sue. So this is tags. So we can use the same thing here. And next is the user, and it will list out all the user's name and user's image and everything we can use. All the data from the English.com users, I mean the authors. So this is the API services for getting the data. And the second thing is iframe. So we have completed this one in last sprint, so which is displaying the latest 3 block feeds, and we can customize the number. We can use the filter option. So if I'm just giving count is equal to 5, then 5 data or the 5 block feeds will be displayed. So based on the count, the number of block feeds will be displayed here. This one is we have already completed in last sprint, and this sprint we have completed the categories and tags for here. So now I'm just showing the demo for categories. So it will display in the categories 305 blog post only, and I'm just fixing the category number. Okay, category 281 is starting with 5 gram and mystery. So these are the blog posts coming under category 281. So I just do this one, and the blog post will be also changed based on the category. So 7 ways to develop. So each and every single category is different. So we can print data based on the category number. So the same thing will be same for the tags and users too. And better I will send a brief email and the documentation to you so that you can get a full clarity about this new block and the React system.
Okay, that's excellent. Thank you, Balaji.
Okay, thank you, Steve. I think that's it from my end. Sheikh, we will continue.
Hi, Shiv.
Hi.
Sharing my screen.
Oh, hi, Sheikh.
Are you able to see my screen, Shiv?
Yes. She can see herself, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
Yeah, okay. ELP 1898. As an admin, I need a Doctor Who landing page to promote readers. I'll show you the demo. We have created a Doctor Who readers page. And also worked on mobile responsive also.
Thanks. Can you show me the normal desktop view again, please, Sheikh?
Yeah, okay.
And go up to the top where the images are. Can you go through the carousel, please?
So you have done all the changes what you mentioned in the documents. We change the tab to Doctor Who instead of uh, Doctor Who, and change copy to first 3 readers available now. First 3 readers available now. And then change to see the full Doctor Who here. See the full Doctor Who listed here.
Yeah.
And remove available now from each carousel copy, and remove full stop from each H1 title in the carousel. All the changes are done. Remove the full stop and available now button. The first one, second one, and then third. And make sure the titles are italicized: Robert of Sherwood, Flatline, and Mummy in the Orient Express in the carousel one. This is there.
Can I see the second? Thank you. Can I see the second title? One that says internationally acclaimed TV series. It should be based on the internationally popular and no hyphen.
Okay.
QA.
Okay, we can edit the issue.
Sorry.
We can edit it, Sue. We'll change it now.
We'll change it now, Sue. Okay. And then lowercase e in something for everyone. Okay. And capitalize teachers resource in carousel 3. The carousel 3, we have something for everyone. This is small e, and existing MP3 audio ebook comprehensive teachers resource. This is the capitalize.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is capitalize the carefully in the first bullet point. It's also done. Capitalize the carefully first bullet point, and link both here in doctors who listed here to readers. Is listed here.
So after all Doctor Who, sorry, your previous.
No, this is 300 to
Live.
yes. Making a test.
Yes.
Here, after print book, choose your format. Print book, you won't have a there's no comma there.
Okay. Okay. So remove.
Ah. So 2 comments are.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
I'll have a quick read. I haven't approved this one yet, and I'll have a quick read this afternoon and just ping you any corrections on the content side.
Which one's you?
That Doctor Who page.
Doctor Who page. She will check this out. Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay, sure. No problem.
So is that all with review?
The next one is ELT 1911.
Yep.
As a web manager, I want to read a footer changes for GDPR. This is just footer link changes. Already you reviewed and uploaded. You wanted to for the demo show?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. This content will be changed in what you mentioned in the document.
Oh yeah, I've already approved this one, haven't I?
Yeah, okay, sure. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, thanks. And then the blog as well.
Yeah, blog also changes. Sure.
Same. Yeah.
That's also from my end.
Okay. Thanks.
Anything else for the review? That's it? Okay. Sue, meantime, just a quick question from the QA lead. So we have blog, english.com and Pearson Reader sites, right? So are these or B2B or B2C? So which category would it come, Sue?
Well, they're both.
Sorry?
One of those.
They are both.
Do you know specifically, Sue, whether it is B2B or B2C?
No, they're literally both. So we
Oh.
have a B2B audience and a B2C audience for both sites, because on the reader's site, we talk to teachers and students,
Okay.
and on the blog, we talk to teachers and students.
Okay.
And English.com is that doesn't need any action, because I'm going to decommission it once the student resources have moved. And that shouldn't really be a live site. It's being redirected to pearsonelt.com.
Okay, but even though it's going to be decommissioned, it is for B2B and B2C as well, right? So all three would be for B2B and B2C. Is that right, Sue?
That's right. Why are you asking, Kapna?
I don't know, Sue. Actually, Veena just came here and checked with me, so I told her like I'll check with Sue and get back.
Okay. Sounds like it's something to do with GDPR to me.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it might affect how we manage data and how we manage marketing permissions.
Okay.
Okay. So we've taken the view on pearsonelt.com, and I've taken the view on the blog and the reader site that we are dealing with potentially B2C audiences. So our marketing permissions ask people if they want to be added to lists. Whereas if you have a professional audience, then the requirements are slightly different.
Okay.
For us, in order for our websites to be GDPR compliant, in this next sprint, so 92 that we're planning on Thursday, I've got items to change you'll see an item already in the backlog, so that to change the newsletter sign-ups, to add the privacy notice to them. I've made some changes in form stack, and you'll see from the story that it's just to embed a new form type. And then the other change that I have to make and put a story into the next sprint for GDPR is that, when we were looking at the download teachers resources on the reader's site just now with Trinity, she couldn't open it because she didn't have the password, or she hadn't access, her details weren't letting her access it. Well, those forms, they are not accurate for GDPR. I need to add privacy links to them and marketing permissions on them. So I'll be providing new samples of forms, and you guys will have to build them. And once that's done, all the sites will be GDPR friendly from a marketing point of view.
Okay, Sue.
Is that okay?
Okay, Sue.
Okay, Sue.
And I hear that your QA isn't starting.
Yes, Sue. He declined the offer, it seems, so the hiring restarted.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh dear. What do you know what scared him away?
Sorry, Sue?
Do you know what put him off?
Looks like he got a better offer, so he joined elsewhere.
Okay. Well, you can't do anything about that.
Yes, he already joined some other company, so
But did he just tell you on the last day?
who's you? The recruiter or?
The candidate, did he just say, did he only tell you yesterday?
Not yesterday. I think last Friday probably.
Not much notice.
Yes.
Okay. Oh well, I'm sorry. Back to the drawing board, we say in England.
Yes, you.
Okay, thanks all. I'll speak to you again on Thursday.
Okay, see you.
Okay, so
See you on Thursday. Bye.
Hey,
Bye.
Hmm?